I want to talk about your relationship with Chris. Do you understand why people are so curious about it?
Of course. I will say, look, I now being on the outside of the house, I am the number one JoJo and Chris stan. Like, I see all the edits and I'm like, I want to see more dancing. I want to see more what's happening. Like, I am the scroller on TikTok now. And so I definitely think it's fun, and I understand why like the people are enjoying it. And I think, I don't know, I think what's so special about Chris and I is our bond is so genuine that neither of us care what people make of it, because we know our genuine friendship and we know our bond. And I think it's so special that we both just kind of have, well, okay, let me go back a little bit. We, in the house, had to deal with people saying we weren't genuine. And that was interesting because they were saying that for a different reason than the public, right? And so I think we kind of got into our heads like, are you genuine? Am I genuine? And we both realized we're both incredibly genuine, you know what I mean? And so then when we got out of that house, it carried through, and it's carried through to this day, and we still speak all the time, obviously, naturally. But it's nice to not feel like we have to explain it or defend it to anybody, almost because we had to for a day or so in the house in our own sort of way. And so now to be out of the house, we just exist, and it is what it is, and we're happy, and we have each other, and it's a great little special friendship that we have. But it's hilarious to see the world, and I literally send him videos of us dancing all the time, and I'm like, look at this angle. This one's good.
Well, you called him your friendship soulmate. Can you define that for us, and how is it different than a romantic soulmate?
Yeah, look, he came into my life, and it wasn't initially right away. Obviously he stood up for me in the beginning right away, which was beautiful. And for him, he was just standing up for right or wrong there. But then cut to, it was probably the day that he chucked a ball at my eye on accident. And he landed we made a ball out of socks and a hair tie. He landed it straight, threw it as hard as he possibly could. He was trying to knock a bottle off the table, but instead of throwing it at the bottle, he threw it at me to catch it, and it knocked me straight in the face. Anyways, it was probably that day that I just felt, and he felt as well, like this person is meant to be in my life, and you can't explain it. I've had it with a few other people in my life. I've had it with my friend Ezra. I've had it with my friend Tyler, and they come into your life, and it's like this dynamic is so special. This bond is so special. You're essentially a stranger. We used to laugh. Like, I remember for some reason, specifically day 8, I remember laughing, being like, I've known you for 8 days. This is so weird. But you're in such an exhilarated environment that it feels like it's been 4 years. Like, to think that Mickey was only in the house 5 days is like, no, he was there literally 3 weeks with us. We were only there for 3 weeks. Like, it's crazy. But like, you can't explain it. It just is kind of there, and it's just there. And I've had it in a few different ways, and every person that's come in my life in that way, it's a different bond, it's a different relationship. But his is just, it just exists.